Hello and welcome to another Grand Arena Championship. I'm Heathen13 and this is Season 16, Week 4, Round 3. This is the final match of Season 16, our final match of 5v5 before going back to 3v3. I am hoping to get a win and round out my 5th consecutive undefeated season. I'm on a 63 match winning streak and I'm hoping to make it 64. My opponent today is Meraxis. So let's look at the matchup. Alright, Meraxis does have a little red on his side of the hotbot, so let's take a closer look. When looking at the statistics, I have all of the green on my side. There's nothing that really jumps out to me here other than Meraxis is in Kyber already this season, so he's having a really good season for himself. In fact, he's actually having his best season ever. So I try not to put a ton of stock in the lifetime numbers because we're 16 seasons in. And this is a perfect example of an opponent who this season is doing really well. So I don't want to underestimate him. When comparing our rosters, Meraxis does have the overall GP advantage of about 400,000, although I do have a slight advantage on top 80 and top 65. I have one more Zeta than he does, but I have a huge speed advantage. His average speed on top 80 is 60, and my average is 96. I also have 8 more Gear 13s and 12 more Gear 12s, but Meraxis has quite a few more Gear 11s than I do. In terms of mods, I have an enormous advantage. I have more than double the 6-dot mods that he does. I have way more speed secondary mods than he does, which is to be expected with the sizable gap in speeds between our rosters. For relics, Meraxis does hold the advantage. He has 148 total relic levels to my 136. Interestingly enough though, he does not have any tier 7 relic characters, but almost every relic character he has, he's taken up to tier 5, where I have left a really large group of my own down at tier 3 or below. Looking at the meta character report, I have Jedi Knight Luke and he does not. He also only has a Gear 8 General Skywalker and a 4-star Watt. Finally on ships, Meraxis does not have a Malevolence, so I will do my best to leverage that once again by putting my Negotiator on defense, and hopefully that will be able to trip him up. So based on everything on the hotbot, I have a fairly large advantage going into this match. But where this match can give me problems is Meraxis is not on SWGOH.gg, so I have no way to scout him other than looking at his roster. So let's take a look and see if there's anything that stands out. He is running his Negotiator in the Fleet Arena, and while he does not have the Malevolence, he does have the Radis at 7 stars and a Finalizer at 6 stars. Looking at his characters, even though he doesn't have any tier 7 relic characters, he does have a massive amount of relic 5 characters. So he's got a good CLS squad, he's got a good Jedi Knight Revan squad, he's got a good Darth Revan squad, he's got a good Padme team, got a good General Grievous Separatist team. He also has some random relic characters as well, like Crew and OG Kylo, Bosk, Wampa. And then you can see he has a few characters that he's already reliced up, obviously in advance of trying to get Jedi Knight Luke, like Rolo, Cholo, and Lando. But to me, this is a pretty bad strategy. Why invest all those resources in these characters that aren't good in order to get Jedi Knight Luke before investing in General Skywalker and things like Traya and Geobrood Alpha? I feel like so many people go chasing either Galactic Legends or Jedi Knight Luke that they lose sight of the fact that so many other teams can be so effective just at Gear 12 or Relic 1 or 2. So even though I can't check my opponent's history online, just based on his roster construction, I'm feeling fairly confident in this match. Okay, we have just under 2 hours left in the attack phase. Let me show you the board. I'll show you what I set, not knowing what he was going to set, and we'll see what I'm up against. So I had to go a little lighter on defense because I knew there was a possibility that he might set something strong. But I still tried to set as tough a defense as I possibly could. I still kept Padme and Gas down here on the bottom. He didn't touch them. Up top, I still kept Jedi Knight Luke, but I threw Traya on defense, and I put Geos. Geos are the only ones he's touched. It took him 2 tries to get through, and then he stopped. In the back, I kept the same Grievous and Dooku squad that I've been setting back there. And for ships, like I said before, I put my Negotiator on defense along with Thrawn and the Empire. I know that seems like I didn't change a lot on defense, but I feel like I did. I kept Darth Revan, Jedi Knight Revan, and my CLS Chupio squad all for offense. So I'm happy that my defense so far has held, although I do think he's just waiting for me to attack. All right, up top here, he left me a Karth team. He left me a crew team with a couple relics. A fairly well-geared Phoenix squad. On the bottom, a JTR team and Night Sisters. None of these teams are super scary, but I have no clue of what he's hiding in the back. So I have to plan as if his 2 best squads are in the back and plan accordingly. So with that in mind, I'm actually going to try to get away super cheap. I'm actually going to try and trooper this Jedi training Rey. Not only are all of them very slow, but the Resistance Trooper and Scav Rey are both very squishy. So this could fail completely, and if it does, that's fine. I have other plans that I can do, but I thought I'd try and get away super cheap. So let's see if this works. So we're gonna go after the Trooper first, because he is the squishiest. We'll put this over on Stark. And we'll get a counterattack here, and that's okay. And now we'll go to Scavenger Rey. And then to Finn. The concern is just Rey and all of her counterattacks. Now that they have days on them, I'm going to actually switch. No, I won't. Let's get the kill first, and then we'll switch over to BB-8. Kill BB-8, and then we'll probably die to Rey, at least one of our guys. Death marker didn't stick, but still got her down. I would say 58 for troopers on that JTR is a really good trade for me. I really do need to invest more gear into my troopers. They're still all gear 10 or below, but I'm super happy that it worked because it allows me to save way better squads for the back. I'm going to take good old crew with Watt against these Night Sisters. Pretty standard counter, and these Night Sisters are not incredibly tough. So we're going to put the weapons tech on Executioner and the tank tech on crew. Let's go ahead and clear that off, and we'll start getting some turn meter. I'm going to go ahead and stun Acolyte right from the get-go because I don't want her going stealth. Now we just have to get a finishing blow on Acolyte with Executioner. Boom. Alright, so she's gone. I don't have to worry about her stealthing. That's the only concern here with that this comp at all. Let's give it back to Kylo so he can stun Talzin, so she can't put out more plague. And we're going to need to get some heals on Hux. And darn it, Talia clearing the stuns and whatnot. Let's see if we can get another stun. Nope. Let's go ahead and put this on Hux so he can get healed up. Keep working on Talzin. She's gone for good. And at this point, I'm actually to the point of already starting to draw stuff out so that I can try to heal up all the way. So we're going to hit on Zombie for a bit until Hux and Watt can gain back their health and protection all the way. Let's do a basic and heal. So we'll just keep hitting until Watt only is missing a little bit of health. Let's go ahead and stun. She can't do anything. And maybe I'll throw this on fast forward so you don't have to watch me stall. Okay, I think I got it. Let's go ahead and finish him off. All right. A tried and true counter, but one that gets you high banners every time, so I like that. Let's see what's left in the back. And Ewoks and Mon Mothma. Holy cow. Okay, I don't see how he's not full clearing me with all of the teams he has left for offense. Give me a second to figure out exactly how I want to structure this. I have a ton of offense, and yeah, I'll be right back. All right, we're gonna go back to the top. It is ridiculous how much I have for offense compared to what he's set for defense. So we'll rip through this fairly quickly, hopefully. We'll start with a Malik solo on this Karth. I'm not going to try and do solos on everything just because I hate not using characters. But for this one, I will, and I'll just throw it on auto and fast forward, and we'll see you in a bit. Can't ever complain with the 64. That will bring us down to crew. We will take Jedi Knight Revan. We'll just bring the whole group here. No reason to mess around. They see out of his 24 Gear 13s, this is the only team that he put any Gear 13. Yeah, he had 24 Relic 5s, and this is the only squad that he put any on defense, so we'll at least take a full team against them. Oh, actually, incorrect. The Jedi Training Ray was actually Relic 3, so there's that. But figure if we're gonna pay any of these teams any respect, it should, I guess, be this one. Although, again, I don't anticipate there to be any problems with any of these. All right, let's get rid of Kylo and take care of Officer. Just OG Kylo left. And it'll just be a little bit while we eat away through all of that protection and health. Almost there. So basic. And this should do it. Alright. So a 60 there. Let's go ahead and I think we could 3-man it, but let's 4-man it here against Phoenix and take out Sabine. Guess we'll go with Zeb next. So let's get Hera. Gonna go, and we'll do Zeb and put a blind on Kanan. And AoE. Here we go. Alright, ships. This should be the one place where I have like real battles almost. He put his Negotiator. Alright, so we got Negotiator and Thrawn. Alright, well, I'm not expecting great banners here, but I do have my Malevolence for that Negotiator. And we will put in... We'll bring that one along too, just in case. Alright, so let's see how fast we can get Anakin out. Fully expect to lose that first Vulture droid, but I didn't. So that's surprising. Let's spread the Buzz droids. And we will cleanse off the days there. And okay, interesting. So we will go ahead and get our spy out and see who we get lucky with. Alright, so we'll delete 5s. And there goes the first Vulture droid. And his Y-Wing is pretty thick. But we should be able to get Anakin out here in just a second. There he goes. So we'll end up with decent banners, it looks like. Not amazing because we lost that Vulture droid, but I feel like that first one always goes. Alright, we're gonna try and time this so that we don't let Ahsoka cleanse anything off. So we're gonna do a basic here instead of putting Buzz droids. Alright, didn't need to worry either way. So only a 58. Everybody was losing protection, plus we lost a ship. So that's fine. Go in here with our home one. Oh, and Wedge apparently is now more powerful than Biggs, so I gotta always remember to watch which one of those X-Wings I'm bringing in. Alright, not anticipating too many problems with this. Interesting with the Hyena Bomber on this squad, but I don't think it should make a whole lot of difference. We'll get rid of its protection here in a second. Actually, well, let's take out Sunfac first. I've only got a Buzz droid on my Y-Wing. So I guess that's good. Let's call in the Phantom and get a big hit. Oh, and I was totally targeting the wrong person. I was not even paying attention. Total misplay. This is dragging on a lot longer than I was anticipating, or frankly am comfortable with. So I gotta step up my game here a little bit. Let's clear all that stuff from Boba Fett. And let's bring in Cassian. And we'll get a big assist here and finally get Sunfac out of here. And let's go ahead and put that on Hyena Bomber. Immediately cleansed off. The problem I'm going to run into here is Thrawn is about to do his ultimate and take out at least one of my ships. So we got to see if we can't get this all wrapped up before he does that. Plus, I just got Buzz droids put on me. I should have my my ability coming up again from my Y-Wing to get rid of all the protection, but turns out it didn't matter. Let's do it here, and let's do that on everybody. See if we can get enough turns in before Thrawn gets to go. There we go. So it took a while, but still getting a 65 is good. Alright, jumping down to the bottom here. and there's a feat for like Vader, Palpatine, and Sidious, so we'll do that. I forgot to keep Nihilus and Scion and Traya for the other feat with all 5 Dark Lords. So, oh well, I won't get that one. I'm not really in contention for a very high ranking, even though I'm going to go undefeated, it looks like. So, that's fine. And let's see if we can Force Crush that. Let's throw on bays. And kill here. There we go. Alright, that leaves me with a Darth Revan squad to kill Ewoks. I think we'll leave off Marauder. We'll just bring these 3. I don't think I've ever killed Ewoks with Darth Revan before, but sure. There we go. Alright, so there we are. That is it. Calling it. He's already lost the battle, so he can't come back to win. 2136 to 865. If he attacks more, I'll put it in the comments. But that wraps up this season. My 5th consecutive undefeated season in a row. A lot of that being good luck, I think. In any event, I want to thank Meraxis for the battle. I want to thank you all for watching, and I will see you again next season.